Alright, listen up everyone. We're about to dive into something truly fascinating, the world of ecosystems. It's a concept that might sound complex, but it's actually all around us, shaping the world we live in. So get ready to explore the intricate connections that make up these natural communities. An ecosystem is a vibrant community where living things like plants and animals and non-living things such as rocks, soil and water all work together in a delicate balance. It's a complex network of interactions where each component plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and stability of the whole system. Think of it like a neighborhood, but instead of just houses and people, it's a home for plants, animals, rocks and water, all coexisting and interacting. It's a place where every element has its purpose and contributes to the overall well-being of the community. Everything depends on everything else to survive. Teamwork is the key. It's a constant exchange of energy and resources where organisms rely on each other for food, shelter and support. This interdependence creates a web of life that sustains the entire ecosystem. Ecosystems are everywhere, from the deepest ocean trenches teeming with unique life forms adapted to extreme pressure, to the highest mountain peaks where hardy plants and animals brave the harsh conditions. Each one is a unique web where every thread matters, where even the smallest organism can have a significant impact on the entire system. If one part breaks, if one species disappears or a key resource is depleted, the whole system can suffer, leading to cascading effects that disrupt the delicate balance. Picture the Amazon rainforest, towering trees, stealthy jaguars, industrious ants, winding rivers, nutrient-rich soil, and life-giving sunlight, all intricately connected, forming a complex and thriving ecosystem. The trees give oxygen, purifying the air and providing a vital resource for countless organisms. The rivers provide homes for a vast array of aquatic life, from colorful fish to giant river otters, creating a vibrant and dynamic habitat. Jaguars hunt deer, maintaining the balance of the herbivore population. It's a cycle of give and take, a natural process that keeps the ecosystem healthy. Every element has a job, a specific role to play in the intricate workings of the ecosystem. From tiny insects, diligently pollinating flowers, ensuring the reproduction of plant life and the continuation of the food chain, to monkeys eating fruit, dispersing seeds, and contributing to the regeneration of the forest. You're part of the chain the moment you step in, whether you realize it or not. Our actions, big or small, can have a ripple effect on the ecosystem. Understanding ecosystems means seeing the world as one interconnected whole, recognizing that everything is linked and that our actions have consequences. It's the stage and all the actors, the entire cast of characters playing their roles in the grand theater of nature. From microscopic bacteria, the foundation of many food webs, to the majestic whales, the giants of the ocean. You can't just look at the lion. You can't isolate one element and ignore the rest. You have to see the grass that feeds the herbivores, the water that sustains all life, and the air that everyone breathes. That's the ecosystem, a lesson in survival, connection, and the delicate balance that sustains all life on Earth. We are all part of a bigger system, a global ecosystem that connects us all, and understanding this connection is crucial for protecting our planet and ensuring a sustainable future. What exactly makes up an ecosystem? This intricate web of life that surrounds us. What are the fundamental components that allow these natural communities to thrive and flourish? It's surprisingly simple at its core. It's all about the interplay between living and non-living parts. These two categories form the very essence of an ecosystem. The living parts, the players teeming with life, are called biotic components. This includes plants, the primary producers that harness the sun's energy, animals, from the smallest insects to the largest mammals, fungi, the great decomposers, and bacteria, the microscopic workhorses that drive essential processes. Essentially, anything that is alive, or was once alive and part of a living organism, falls under the biotic umbrella. Picture a grizzly bear fishing for salmon in an Alaskan river, a classic example of a thriving ecosystem. The bear, the salmon it's hunting, the trees lining the riverbank, all are biotic elements contributing to the vibrant life of this environment. Now let's turn our attention to the non-living components, which are termed abiotic. These include fundamental elements like sunlight, the energy source for nearly all life, water, essential for hydration and countless biological processes, soil, the foundation for plant growth, and air, the very atmosphere that sustains us. We also consider temperature, which dictates the rate of biological processes, and minerals, the essential building blocks for life. Abiotic factors are the stagehands of nature, setting the scene and ultimately determining what life can survive and thrive in a particular environment. Consider this. A polar bear, perfectly adapted to the frigid Arctic, simply cannot survive in the scorching heat of the Sahara Desert. This is because the abiotic factors, the temperature, the availability of water, the type of terrain, are fundamentally wrong for its survival. But the story doesn't end there. Biotic and abiotic components are not isolated entities. They constantly interact in a dynamic dance of life. Sunlight, an abiotic factor, provides the energy that allows plants, the biotic components, to grow through the miracle of photosynthesis. These plants, in turn, become a source of food, feeding animals and sustaining the food chain. And when life ends, decomposers, like fungi and bacteria, break down organic matter, enriching the soil with vital nutrients. It's a continuous loop, a beautiful cycle where energy and matter are constantly cycling between the living and non-living realms. Neither biotic nor abiotic components can function in isolation. They are inextricably linked, each relying on the other for survival and prosperity. Nature masterfully weaves these elements together, creating the diverse and fascinating environments we see across the globe. Understanding this intricate relationship between biotic and abiotic factors is absolutely key to truly understanding the workings of nature. It's the very foundation upon which every ecosystem is built, the bedrock of life as we know it. Everything is interconnected, woven together in this continuous cycle of life, death, and renewal. That's the fundamental principle of how nature works, the essence of ecological harmony. Every ecosystem has a structure, a framework that dictates how energy flows and how different species interact. It's not just a random collection of plants and animals, it's a carefully orchestrated system where each component plays a vital role. Understanding this structure is key to understanding how ecosystems function and why they are so important. A natural organization, a hierarchy of life. This organization isn't arbitrary, it's shaped by the availability of resources, the flow of energy, and the complex relationships between different species. From the smallest microorganisms to the largest predators, every organism has its place in this intricate web of life. Think of it like a pyramid, a visual representation of how energy and biomass are distributed within an ecosystem. The base of the pyramid represents the foundation of the ecosystem, while the higher levels represent the consumers that rely on that foundation. At the bottom are producers, usually plants, the autotrophs of the ecosystem. They are the foundation upon which all other life depends, making food from sunlight through the amazing process of photosynthesis. They convert light energy into chemical energy, creating the fuel that powers the entire ecosystem. Producers are the foundation. They capture the sun's energy and transform it into a form that other organisms can use. Without them, nothing else survives. They are the primary source of energy and nutrients for all other organisms in the ecosystem. Above them are consumers, the heterotrophs that obtain their energy by consuming other organisms. Animals that eat other organisms, playing a crucial role in the flow of energy through the ecosystem. Primary consumers, herbivores, eat plants. They are the direct link between the producers and the rest of the food web. Deer, rabbits, grasshoppers. Secondary consumers, carnivores, omnivores, eat herbivores. They are the predators that keep the herbivore populations in check. Foxes, bears. Tertiary consumers are top predators, the apex of the food chain. Eagles, lions, sharks. Apex predators keep populations in check, preventing any one species from dominating the ecosystem and disrupting the delicate balance. Maintaining balance. They ensure biodiversity and the overall health of the ecosystem. At every level, decomposers, bacteria, and fungi are working tirelessly behind the scenes. Break down dead matter, recycling organic material back into the ecosystem, recycling nutrients, making them available for producers to use again. Without decomposers, life would grind to a halt. Nutrients would be locked up in dead organisms, and the ecosystem would eventually collapse. This structure keeps the ecosystem running smoothly, ensuring the continuous flow of energy and nutrients. Each level depends on the others, creating a complex web of interactions. It's a circle of life, not a random jumble. Every organism is connected, and the health of the ecosystem depends on the health of each individual component. Every role matters, from grass to wolf, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale. The balance keeps everything alive, ensuring the long-term sustainability of the ecosystem. That's the organization of life in the wild. It's nature's blueprint, a testament to the power and complexity of the natural world. Let's zoom in on their living crew, the biotic components. Producers are the green machines, plants, algae, some bacteria turning sunlight into energy. They're the base of the food chain. Herbivores eat plants, giraffes, caterpillars, rabbits. They transfer energy up the chain. Carnivores hunt herbivores, wolves, ladybugs, lions. They keep populations balanced. Omnivores eat both bears, raccoons, humans, adapting to what's available. Decomposers, fungi, bacteria break down dead matter, recycling nutrients for new life. Every living thing has a role, a niche. No passengers, everyone's crew. The system relies on these interactions. Without balance, the ecosystem collapses. Biotic components are the heart of the wild. They keep the cycle going. Now, the non-living or abiotic components. The environment itself. Sunlight is the main energy source, powering photosynthesis and setting climate. Without the sun, Earth would be lifeless. Water is essential. No life without it. The amount of water shapes the ecosystem. Rainforests thrive, deserts adapt. Air provides oxygen and carbon dioxide, and the atmosphere protects and regulates temperature. Wind spreads seeds, shapes weather, and sculpts the land. Soil isn't just dirt. It's minerals, organic matter, water, and air. Soil type decides which plants grow, shaping the whole ecosystem. The land's shape, mountains, valleys, creates different habitats. Abiotic factors set the boundaries for life. They're the silent forces behind every ecosystem. Ecosystems come in all shapes and sizes, grouped into two main types, terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial ecosystems are on land forests, grasslands, deserts, tundra. Each is defined by climate, soil, and adapted plants and animals. Forests have dense trees, rainforests are warm and wet, temperate forests have seasons. Grasslands are open, dominated by grasses, prairies, savannas. Deserts are dry, with plants and animals adapted to conserve water. Aquatic ecosystems are in water, covering over 70% of Earth. Freshwater rivers, lakes, ponds, low salt, home to fish, amphibians, insects. Marine oceans, seas high salt, from coral reefs to deep sea. Oceans are the largest, with incredible diversity from plankton to blue whales. Both types are complex and vital. Each supports unique life. Together, they make up our planet's wild places. How does an ecosystem work? It's powered by energy flow and nutrient cycling. The sun is the ultimate fuel. Plants capture its energy, starting the food chain. Energy moves from plants to herbivores to carnivores, then to decomposers. It's not a straight line, but a complex food web. Organisms eat and are eaten in many ways. Food webs show the real connections, making ecosystems resilient. Nutrients, unlike energy, are recycled. Water, carbon, nitrogen move in cycles. Decomposers return nutrients to the soil for new plants. This keeps the system balanced. Predators control herbivores' food limits. Predators' nutrients limit plants. It's a dynamic system of checks and balances. When undisturbed, it can stay stable for thousands of years. Nature's engine is self-regulating and sustainable. Every part plays a role in keeping balance. That's the secret to ecosystem survival. To survive in the wild, you need to know the rules. Ecosystems have rules too. First, interdependence. Everything is connected. Every action ripples through the web of life. Second, niche. Every organism has a specific role, from what it eats to where it lives. No two species can share the exact same niche for long. Third, ecosystems change over time. Succession. Bare rock becomes forest through a series of predictable steps. Pioneer species start the process, then grasses, shrubs, and finally trees. Fourth, balance. Healthy ecosystems are in dynamic equilibrium. Populations and cycles stay within certain ranges even as things change. But this balance is delicate. A big disturbance can throw everything off. Respecting this balance is key to our survival. Nature's rules keep the system running. Learn them and you'll understand the wild. Why does this matter? Our survival depends on healthy ecosystems. They provide essential services: clean air, water, food, medicine, and resources. Forests absorb carbon and give us oxygen. Wetlands filter water and prevent floods. Ecosystems are the source of our food, shelter, and many medicines. Destroying them is like burning a library of solutions we haven't discovered. Wild places inspire, heal, and connect us to something bigger. We're not separate from nature, we're part of it. Our choices impact the planet's health. Protecting ecosystems secures our future. It's our job to be guardians of the wild.